While the Skaven's invasion would never be forgotten by the Lizardmen, another threat came in time. The Mage Priests watched the civil war on Ulthuan and pondered what the outcome could be. Dark Elves were even initially allowed to come into Lustria to deal with the jungle's natural defenses. The Slann wanted to gauge their intentions. The Dark Elves traveled to Lustria through an underground network of rivers called the Underworld Sea that led from their icy cold home to the southern jungles. The passivity of the Slann ended when they desecrated the monument of Izatal and the attempt to capture skink priests from the Temple of Chotek. They even stole a prized artifact, causing the Mage Priest to awaken from his sleep. The Pek Inzi was that Mage Priest. He led an army to intercept them as they left the Black Way. Even Gorok was here under his command, and they were obliterated, and the artifact was brought back home. We'll be doing the same to the men of Markus Wulfhart. Welcome back, everyone. It's now time to move Nakai the Wanderer over to Kotox. It should only take one more turn after our current one to reach that blasted city. Now, Dijafad, we shall move him to a new location as well. There's always some new area that we need to conquer. Right now, we own so very much, but we're not done yet. Let's go up to the north now. Gorok, I'm going to help you out. Don't worry, you can't handle it on your own. No shame in that. Just kidding, there's plenty of shame. Okay, so now Block Ma. You're on your own. Every army of mine is like their own individual entity. No one can beat them. It's pretty wild. Okay, that's a tiny location, so we don't need to properly conquer it. But still enjoy your new town. I'm out of gods to dedicate things to. 21. Okay, Block Ma, what should we give you? Now that you have so very much, I've given you many things and you've become quite the power. Well, you do have many Saurian units, so we might as well benefit them. Let's get Proud Warrior. +4 to melee attack is pretty extensive. Now they're at what? 36 melee attack. They've got a higher chance to hit. At least my blessed group did, or does. And now we get to end our turn. We're done with our current one. There's corruption here in these woods. I can't abide by that. Let's go over to the Awakening. Oh, the Awakening. A terrible locale. One that I will take. That's 10,000 gold that I could also get afterwards if I so choose to. Do I need money? Can I eat money? No, but can I eat humans? Absolutely. Okay, the Jafad. Let's go over here. I actually could have had you build a new building, but that's okay. We're here to consolidate. We fought those major battles before, and man, they were pretty awesome. But now, we just need to move Nakai. Nakai's coming over here to Quitox. We have a pretty large army led by who? Wulfric. And many warrior priests, many bald holy men. The bald holy men clubs coming by. Have you heard the good word of having no hair? I have not. Be gone. A talisman of protection, 2% ward save. That's an excellent item. Who am I going to give it to, though? You? Shall I give it to you, dear shield captain? Well, have a Dawnstone. And here's an administrator to help us move further. By the way, why don't you take the Cursed Charm of Tapak? Yeah. Could give you a potion, but I think not. For you, Tippin, you have what you need. We don't have an arcane cast an item. That's really unfortunate. You have your ward save already. You have your blades. Are there any other? No. Helm of Discord. I like that you have that. I'm going to give you instead a Shield of Tolos. Yeah. Getting wild with it. Okay, level 34 for dear Tippin. Let's cleanse all that corruption. And for Shield Captain Noctua at level 35, we shall do what then? We'll take leadership. Very good and very done. Now, I believe we can end our turn. We're pretty much done here, right? Yeah. We've done all that we can. I've taken Quitox. There's not really much more for me to build. There's like a few things that I can upgrade, but they're very expensive, and I only have so much money. They always want me to spend my money. How much is it? That's not too bad, I suppose. Might as well enable that for other armies. I mean, I won't be using them, but I can enable them. All right. The drowned are done for. I didn't do that. I don't have to do everything, I suppose, if I only got to do most of it. Okay, to Quetta we go. And so they have a tiny garrison, and so that tiny garrison goes too. I almost said dairy. Dairy sons. All right, gift for Itzel. I'm just kind of spreading them out now. Let's get rid of that little rebellion. Rebellion on my watch? I think not. I like how they get an instant garrison at the very least. Okay, rank 8 for Dijafad. We'll give him Geomantic Sustenance, as I said I would before, just to kind of help out. Now, do I have Celestial? I do not. So let's go take it. Look at all my favor. Your favor gets pretty wild in the end game. That's usually what happens with like new mechanics. Okay, let's build our Holy Ziggurat to reduce upkeep further. We can also reduce it again by a further 5% with our communal ground, so we'll do that too. We'll end up diminishing a lot of our losses. Still Captain Colt Law, you finally get your Carnosaur. Spend my money, man. Spend my money. Okay, now it's time for Block Mall to head on down to the Awakening. It's a pretty big garrison. I will need to fight that out. We'll take our siege towers because I love my siege towers, and later we'll get that gold. It's 10,000 gold. It'll pay for like a turn or two. 2 turns. All right, who leveled up over here? Ah, Uldo Morin. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. All right, Uldo Morin, you get precise, all right? In case you actually want to punch the one right in the kisser, you know? All right, what about our dear friend? Ah, here we go, Nakai. Nakai the Wanderer. I will let him come up right away. He's heading up north to go destroy Markus once and for all. Now, for our rights, what do we need? Right of allegiance, you say? Well, I've got the favor for it, so we might as well just pump that out right now. There we go. Look at me paint Lustria. It feels good. I've got so much Illustria under my command, though we are not done yet. Oh, who's over here? Bill the Slimy? Well, I'll be coming back down. Don't you fret. I'll be right over there. Give me just a minute. I'm busy over here right now. Let's get a move on. Oh, good. You're rank 9. We'll come over here to Chakwa. It's about time to go to Chakwa anyway. Hold on. Am I being drawn into something? Did something happen here? Oh, you're here. Hi. Didn't even notice you. I thought you were just, I don't know, something else. A speck of dust. Very furry speck of dust. Well, goodbye, rat. Now I get to move over to Chakwa. We have yet to run into any opposition. Considering our last episode where I destroyed all opposition, yeah, that's a bit logical. We'll take Geomantic Sustenance rank 2, reducing the amount of money I've got to pay each turn just a little bit more. And for Herko Ren, we'll give him the Transformation of Kodan. Winds of Magic cost goes down, so I do like getting those. Nakai the Wanderer. It's time to go fight some orc. Let's have it. Now, why would that be such an easy battle for me? We know what Savage Orcs are like. They hit like trucks, man. Not as powerful as in my Markus campaign, but that's understandable too. Okay, we have one more turn for the Awakening. Let's see if his orcs will come to attack us. If so, we'll have a battle right then and there. Let's have a look at my buffs. Glyphs of Defiance. We have that for 10 turns. Right of Allegiance. We have that too. Where's my Celestial? I just got that, didn't I? Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy. All right, let's go grab it. I could have misclicked or clicked something else. Who knows? There we go. There's my money. I know what my money looks like. I do assure there's a few more buffs for me to use. There's not too many of those. I'll take my Jurisdiction of Beasts because I've got the favor for it. You can see all of Lustria. Look at that. Holy crap. That gets insane. I know all. I see all. That's right, Markus. They might as well just call you Tiny Johnson. Anyway, dinner turn. Come on down, Evil. It's your turn. It's time to get rid of what remains of the Vampire Coast. I mean, I've already fought many of them. They've got a ship in their town. Not in the port, but in their town. What a bunch of strange people. You don't deserve to be alive. I'm gonna have to kill all of you. It's about time. Bunch of Halloween Town wannabes. Anyway, here's some magic. Deliverance of Itza. Now, it did pop up right below the gate. I was hoping to pop it up on the wall, but it still seems to have hit what I wanted it to hit. The ladies are just hanging out now. Right into the ground they go. No, we've got Lord Croak, so again, I pity them. I pity any foe who's got to fight Lord Croak. It's time for more magic, by the way. They do have a Necrofex. How fancy, how impressive, even. Here comes another one. And so more of them die. The goal is to get rid of any of their more powerful units, and their towers can do some damage, sure. Lord Croak is slowly moving up at 66 kills already. He's got over 500 weapon strength. That's incredible for a spellcaster. Star Chamber Guardians are charging onto the wall. We've got our cohort of Sotek as well. And of course, my leaders and my monstrous units are in the middle. They're about to move inside where they can easily get through all of these nearby units. I mean, look at the majesty and power. They just get in there and they don't joke around. Dread Saurian. We've got my Thunderous one. And they have a laughable walking ship. Great. Good luck fighting what I have. It's probably not going to go well. We'll just see what else we can kill. But all that's going on, Lord Croak will be continuing to help out however and wherever he's able to. We're also fighting on the walls, allowing us to kill many of these undead and these death guards too. There's many of our fancy units fighting. Still fighting that Necrofex too. It's large. It's a big one. But it's not going to beat a Dread Saurian. And we have a Storm of Sri Lanka going through some deck gunners. I thought it would be a nice distraction just to kind of bother them a little bit. I was hoping for them to bounce back, but they're just going through the building. And another spell from Lord Croak. When you have as many magical buffs as I do, it becomes a spellcasting campaign, which is delightful, I might add. I actually love spellcasting more than I used to. It's much more, I don't know, responsive. It's much more enjoyable now. I say, hello, I have the power of the gods. Goodbye, you. Get rid of these Morghuls and that Necrofex. Morghuls are not going to be here for much longer. I can guarantee you that. Another protection of the gods. The ground shakes and quakes. And Necrofex is nearly gone too at 1400 health. They've got more Death Guard moving in. And it topples over. Thank you, Shield Captain. And so you die. What else happens around here? Some Death Guard, 55 of them. Interesting. We've got over here the Shredder of Lustria, a Dread Saurian, 66 kills. We've got back here more of our polearms, or more of my Temple Guard fighting their polearms. We have some more units. I've sent in some basic skink cohorts. We've got what over here? My cohort that's killed 20, destroyed 20 because they're already dead. Can't kill what's dead. We can destroy it though. More ghouls are close by at only 10 left. The Dread Saurian is still fighting, 68 kills and growing. I mean, I just clarified. I'll use kills, whatever. Lord Croak is heading in too to help finish off what's left of our foes. And so while that's happening, let's look elsewhere. We can see that over here we've got some more summoned units. These summoned units are at least distracting their gunners and keeping them away. It's a great way to keep your forces alive. Now, I should have put them on the mortar. They do have more deck gunners, not in the proper location. Who's running away? They're running away? Right. Well, they're okay to run away. That's not a big deal. We've still taken care of most of them. It's been a pretty incredible campaign, though. It's been expansive and violent. We get so much done according to each battle. We have the cohort of Sotek. We've got over here at Croxagore Ancient. We've got Lord Croak at 271 kills. And we're still just finishing off what's left of their Death Guardians and Pole Arms and whatever they're called. Death Guard. Lord Croak says, I am the Eternal Sheetal Eater. And I think the battle's over. We've won. That battle's now over. We did it. We destroyed them. Lord Croak just makes life so much easier. We all must praise Lord Croak, but remember, Tippin came first, right? That's our own lore. Okay. Lord Croak, what do you need now? What are you going to get now? You might as well get your passive buffs up. Might as well. Okay. So we took out that location. Let's go down to the Blood Swamps. We took the Awakening. Corruption is going down. It's so easy for me to just sweep over anyone. I mean, once we get the ball really rolling, it's insane what we're able to do. We'll take another temple for Sri Lanka. Now we've taken 2 locations in 1 turn. We took a major city and then that in 1 turn. You can't really do that in other campaigns. It's only here where I've been able to do that. They're just like, hey, what if we made you hyper mobile? It'll be hilarious. They were right. It's very funny. Okay, we'll get a Sentinel Hall. This is where the veteran Saurs are gathered, waiting to play their part in the Old One's master plan. It's all about that plan. Okay, Nakai the Wanderer. What's your job? You've got a job too. Sure, sure. They're not coming to attack me. I thought they would come to attack me over here at Laxland, but not at Laxland. Sorry. Where's it at? Oh, Chakwa. Here we go. Is that you, Marcus? No, it's Nicholas. Okay. I don't know where Marcus went off to. I think we've really spanked him too hard. Poor baby. It's time for one of our more challenging battles. I have Saurian units on my right and left flanks, 3 groups each. I've got my Croxagores on each flank, and I've got my Bastiladons that have solar engines on their backs, again, on each flank. Our Ancient Croxagore will be charging in momentarily. My Ancient Salamanders on the left, and we have quite the difficult battle ahead of us. Not only do they have countless leaders to fight with, they have the numbers to back it up. So here comes a large group, the vanguard. We have another army over here, halberds and a captain. We have back here another army, in addition to a blasted Hertwig Van Hal, who's coming to fight. I don't know what he's doing. He's just buffing up back there. What a strange guy. Don't trust him. I feel like I should have gotten more ancient salamanders rather than all these packs. Packs are fun, but they do not have skirmish, which is curious to me. Not only that, it can be kind of a pain to try to find the proper locations for them to go to, but they've already hit quite a few units. It's a good way to weaken your foes. And the fireworks are beautiful. I will say that. I do like those. It's a LSD trip, man. Burst of light. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Now we just got to play Grateful Dead in the background and we'll be good. We'll be good. Though with all the bodies, it's more like a animated Metalocalypse concert. So now we've used a Storm of Sri Lanka, though they still have, what, 4 groups attacking in addition to a leader and some crossbows, or archers actually. It's a Deathjacks group. So let's have a look at what we're doing right now. My Saurians are now moving in. The ones on the right are not moving in. My Karksagors are moving in, probably too far. They probably were given a bad target by me. My solar engine has already killed 53. The one on the left has killed how many? Let's see real quick. 41. My salamanders have moved back. They're getting a little bit of friendly fire, a little bit too much for my liking on my own units, so I'll give them new targets later. But we're now fighting a bunch of their swordsmen, and we're hitting them at various venture points as we venture forth. Here comes another larger group of infantry. Those are the ones that I want to hit. I'm using my Sacred Karksagors as a type of just advanced unit to go take out all of their archers because they can kill them so quickly. And they're quick, too. They're very, very quick. So they're able to do that. And the solar engines, man, I love them so much. I really regret not using them. I don't remember them being so potent, but they're certainly potent now. 54 kills. And they have a debuff. 12 more shots left for that one. Here is Luther. Luther, their warrior priest. Here comes my entire pack of salamanders now. The entire trail advancing way over here. Now, while that's happening, we have our ancient salamander, who's already at 106 kills. That should be growing very soon. We've got over here a resident hunting pack that I summoned in just to distract them. If we look at it, they're pretty much all here now. They're all here. It's just about us reacting and dealing with them. All the range units do get some nice hits in. My Karksagors are continuing to beat up some of their units. Here's another mounted warrior priest causing some issues. I mean, they might not be the strongest to handle things on their own, but they can still damage stuff and be annoying whenever they have friends to properly support. It looks like a lot of my blessed units are not doing well. I wonder if it was largely friendly fire or what that got them. Back here we have Dimgriff Knights that we were able to hound. And it looks like they're pretty much done for. There's only like, what, 7 left. That's about to drop into like, what, 3. And then we have that warrior priest, Luther. I thought you were the archlector, but you're just a warrior priest as well. Here we go. Here's a general of the Empire who was just hit by another one of those strikes from my solar engine. Now here comes all of the hits from my salamanders. Now these, I intentionally use them as a mobile platform. I haven't used them too much, so I'm still getting used to them tactically, but I think using them as a force to go after enemies on their flanks and to also chase after archers is a really good call because, I mean, they are so quickly and able to get rid of enemy archers. They did take some serious damage, but they do have a lot of kills. Their speed is 70, so I should really use them more, again, as a mobile shooting chamber. I guess without their skirmish mode, it could be kind of misleading. There's an Empire captain and some swordsmen that are alive. Let's kind of zoom out and check out the battlefield right now. You can see that my initial battles with all my Saurian units is still going on. We're using a Storm of Sri Lanka or something over here where we should be to go handle these halberdiers. I think it was canceled real quick. I'm still using my salamander to go hit various targets, and we need to use some magic to really take out those 3 groups of halberds. Back over here, we have summoned in another resident hunting pack, and so they're still fighting. My salamanders are having to just be mindful and careful of what's going on. Yep, there's the Storm of Sri Lanka. I was wondering when it would be here. So that's 3 groups that you saw before. You saw their health before our current onset of storms. Man, some unlucky weather, huh? I have parted the sea of men. Now let's zoom out and see how much damage they took. A lot of damage. They were very strong. No longer. No, it was canceled whenever I made them invulnerable. Now over here is what caught me off guard. My poor Sacred Karksagors were hit by a group of great swords and another leader. Now, would that be another warrior priest? It is. Ulrich. Ulrich Allenstag. So they're fighting hard, and they can do a lot, but they're already weakened. They've been fighting for so long. Back here, we've got more of my Razordens that were summoned in, killing a lot of these crossbows, and we've already taken out a lot of them. We just have more to take out. Here goes my Carxagore Ancient. Up here, we have a Feral Manticore that I finally brought in. I do have Bestial Magic. I've been using that to buff up my infantry lines. My Ancient Salamander's at 204 kills. It ran out of its shots, so now it's just charging in, and it's able to do that. It's able to do some nice damage. It causes fear and terror in battle, and it looks like we've won the battle now. We just have to take out a few more of their leaders. Yeah, these salamanders did a lot. Oh, and I didn't need to breathe. I was just going. All right, let's see what's over here. My Secret Carxagores are at 6 right now. Barely any health at all. They'll be dropping like flies. They're broken. They're being cut down and quickly. I do want them to flee. Fortunately, they're very quick, so they can get out of here. But it looks like their leadership is beginning to falter, so that's going to be it for these enemies. We have what over here? More Razordens again, attacking them, and the battle's now over. We have won. These guys are broken. That battle is over now. Why don't we kill and eat? It was pretty tough. No, they had a lot of heroes and they were fairly challenging. A glyph necklace, only 9% ward save. Have I not seen that before? I don't believe I have. Interesting. Anyway, we'll give it to someone, I'm sure. Who knows? We've got a few heroes who probably don't have a lot of equipment. I'm letting other factions fight right now while we besiege a bunch of blue savage orcs. And right now, sequence of mass spawning is completed. Took a long time, but we got it. Okay, sequence of total war, not a big deal. What else could I use that would actually be beneficial? There's not a lot left. Ah, here we go. Sequence of the Guardian could be beneficial. I'm not worried about chaos attrition, but no, that would be good. +5 to melee attack for Temple Guard units, +10 armor for my Croxagores, and +5 to melee defense for Temple Guards too. They'll be much better. And we'll be picking up +5 to melee attack and 15 to charge bonus for Carnosaur and Dread Saurian units. Interesting. The charge bonus is only for feral Carnosaurs, but not normal Carnosaurs. But the melee attack is for Stegodons, Carnosaurs, and... well, weird. Okay. I have no idea why it's so limited. It's a strange thing. Alright, so you're chilling out over there. Block Maw is still doing his own thing. We're going to bring him down. Instead of getting that gold, I would rather make progress. I don't really need money, but I do need progress. So we'll move down here to the Fuming Serpent, and then we'll defeat whoever else. Wait, did you not win, Bill to Slimy? You're pretty lame. You're pretty lame, Bill. All right. Now time for me to win elsewhere. At rank 10, what do we need to give you? We need to give you Geomantic Sustenance. Take that and enjoy. Now, you don't have a weapon. Here's a weapon. Here's more weapon strength. That actually puts him at over 500 weapon strength. Take a Spell Shield. Actually, take a Helmet Discord. Do that. All right. Here is a potion. Actually, you know what? Take a Venom of the Firefly Frog. It's actually an item given to a Slan, but not important. A named Slan who lives in Itza. Now for you, Skink Chief, you'll cause fear and terror. I'm going to give you some armor too. You don't have a shield, but hey. Take some melee defense. Here is another weapon for you. Sword of the Hornet. And here is a ward save for you too. Alright. Next, we need some items for our Skink Priest. More armor. You don't really need a weapon, do you? I mean, we might as well give you one here. Here's a relic sword. Here's a ward save of 10%. Actually, take a obsidian amulet. If they want to magic you, it will not work. Then I'll give you a fireball. After that, artifact hunter, man spawn sacrifice. We have everything that we need. Let's go destroy this town. They have very little left, and we have one. So we're going to give it over to Sri Lanka again. We've gained an opal amulet, and we've killed a lot of men. And while we're here, why don't we move up and destroy that other army? The remnants of what they had before. Bye-bye, Humphrey. Is that Jorik? Oh, and Hertwig, too. They're wounded again. Bye. You idiots. All right. Now we get to form up what we have here. What am I going to have you do? I'm going to have you... Do you need more replenishment? I mean, you have a lot. I feel like you are sufficient when it comes to replenishment. So instead, I'll give you Omdurit Till Death. Again, buffing up nearby units with melee defense and missile resistance. Awesome. All right, do you have new things to build? You do. We can reduce our upkeep by a further 5%. Even better. And Herko Ren will give you, let's see, magical reserves. Just for some more reserves for your magical powers. For Uldomorin, we shall give you jungle toxins. Now you have poisonous attacks. And I think we're mostly done. I suppose we don't need to fight more blue orcs. I've killed so many of them. These blorks are lame, okay? Another administrator. Very nice. We can give it to someone else. I finally got rid of them because our vassal's army would not attack that location. I have no idea if they're not allowed to attack towns or what, but anyway, we beat them, so now we can move somewhere else. I mean, let's look at what I own again. A lot of land. Gorok will not join me. I'm not going to kill him. It's fine. It's totally fine. I just want to move up now and go after Markus and his land. So now Nakai's on his way. Oh, God, run. Nakai's on his way. Look, I wouldn't want to fight the guy. My God. That dude would just remain motionless for 1,000 years and wait for you if he had to. Like, there's no running from Lizardmen. That's actually what's kind of scary about them. There's no emotions there. They're going to wait for you. All right, I'll give you... There's not so much to give you, man. I don't really have that much. Let's just give you still technology. I mean, I just got to dump some points. A new turn and things to do. Now we're going to move to Spectazuma. And while we do that... Oh, do you have a big army? You do? Oh, it's Markus Wulfhart. Oh my God, it's a fully veteran... Oh, look at that army. Okay, we got Spearmen, we got Great Swords, we got Huntsmen, Reichsguard, Outriders with grenade launchers, Outriders with normal guns. 56 missile damage. And hold on. Oh yeah, 106 for the grenade launchers? That's going to be a tough battle. This cannon's 355 per hit. Oh, look at you. Mighty man over here. Very intimidating. I'm worried. Do I sound worried? Did I not change my inflection? Ah, crap. Anyway, I'm very worried. No. That should actually be a very tough fight on a more serious note. All right, so he's going back to Star Tower. Do we have our Glyphs of Defiance? We do for quite some time. Very nice. All right, let's go back over here and get our Celestial Beneficence. It's very important to have that. And after that, no more Glyphs of Defiance. We don't need that either. Do I have any rights? No rights to pick up. Shield Captain Cotelo. You shall pick up, my friend. Expedition. No, Scarred Veteran. Here we go. Now you're at 8,685 health. That's even better. All right. I love my armies, man. They're so cool. They all have like their own theme going on, and they are damn good at what they do. All right, so over here is where we're going to have a little bit more of an issue. There's a big old army. Wait, the garrison isn't big. They do have walls, but they're not that large. Okay, well, I would like to go kill him if I can. So we shall move closer. Hello there, Nicholas Ulden. Now let's wait for potentially a very big fight to come our way. Horned One Cavern. Yeah, sure. Now, Blockmaw, let's go to the Fuming Serpent. Another easy force to destroy. We can dedicate it over to Quetzal just to kind of stack it up a little bit. Superior attacker, that's true. And we can still move. We're not done yet, but Lord Croak needs to level up. Lord Croak is, man, it makes me wonder if they add in Nagash, what would that even look like? I think people would lose their minds if they ever did that. It would be terrifying. Okay, we'll pick up Proud Warrior to buff up our source units further. And that army is actually weakened. They don't look very powerful. They do have Terrorgeist, but no, I think we're done fighting that faction. They don't have Luther Harkin. And their dragons are at half health. It's just not tenable. It's not a thing where they could be able to beat me. So we'll just go ahead and pass through them. Only because, I mean, I'm pretty keen on getting to the real fights, which is going to be Markus. Markus has the real fights, and we can still move. That's insane to me how crazy our mobility is over here. It's awesome for sure for us. All right, I can recruit most things in 1 or 2 turns, not the bigger stuff. I mean, that's understandable. So let's grab some more skinks. I do like my skinks. I could just make it all red crested. You know what? Let's do that. It's armor piercing, man. It's armor piercing. All right, for our rights, we'll pick up Rights of Mastery. I mean, that'll make my Croxagores even more powerful. And I want that for now because we're going to be fighting with our Croxagores very soon. Okay, so did you for that? You're coming over here to Laxland. That's a really big garrison, so we're going to have to actually build a siege towers for that one. And we're still trying to fight Cholera. I'm still trying to get up there to beat her. I wonder if they get any, like, benefits. Like, if you're playing Markus, you get benefits if you get all the heroes and you complete their quest, but I wonder what you get. Anyway. Wait, where did Markus go? Uh-oh. Is he around here? Yeah, we're still missing that one location, Lanwapek. We'll get that probably with our army that will be coming up from behind. Block Mall will be coming up. All right, what else can I build? I can get that for horde growth. Okay. some recruitment stuff. I think I've gotten most of what I need. Is there really anything else right now? I can reduce further turns later, but no, I think we're mostly good to go. We've gotten like everything else, so we'll just grab that portal nexus. Sure. Sure. All right, Nakai, is it time? Do we need to go fight that army? It's not like the biggest army in the world, unless Markus is over here, then it's huge, but... Oh, okay, yeah, he kind of left. Kind of left you guys to rot. Ooh, big battle. Let's go win that battle. It is now time for a major battle. We're about to use spellcasting to destroy them. Sure, they have technology, they have gunpowder, but we have what we need. Tippin, Nakai, and Shield Captain Nocto. They're beginning to move forward to take on that gate. Once that gate is broken, they're in trouble. Sure, again, they have technology. There's a few of them up here who want to die. It's time for a Comet of Costandora. And there's only one final part of this battle that I want all of you to see. You'll be seeing it very soon, and I'll point it out when to watch for it. It's going to be tremendous, and by far one of my most favorite portions of this campaign. That's right, it's how much I love what happens. Here comes a Comet of Costandora. This isn't it, but it's still fun to watch. So here they go now. I don't feel so good, Mr. Markus. I don't feel great. Oh yeah, that worked out. We brought in some feral units in order to distract a few of their handgunners. They have many artillery pieces. Now, this map is actually very good for defending if you have artillery. They do. They've got a lot of cannon and a Hellstone rocket battery. I'm sure to lose some units. Now we have broken through. So it's time to use a Storm of Sri Lanka and also the Engine of the Gods. It's time for everyone here to die. Look at how many men are here. Now look at how many are being killed. We completely ripped through them. And if we have a look at what's left, there's a chain lightning to follow up. There's not a lot left. Those were pretty much full groups of soldiers. Most of them are now fleeing. Guy's just skipping through. He just tossed a few people very, very far. People throwing is a national sport in Lizardmen society. This war wagon's gonna do some serious damage to my leaders. Shield Captain Nocto is currently fighting some Huntsmen and will be going after this war wagons. That's really his job. My source units are hitting every portion of the walls, but unfortunately that artillery will be hitting them too. And over here we have some outriders as well. That's only a group of my summoned units. They're a great distracting force to utilize. They're very good. It hasn't been bad at all seeing what we've been able to muster up. Now we've got Saurus units. These Saurus units will obliterate whatever else they have up here. Tippin's been fighting down here at over 200 kills, not to mention all the wounds who have been wounded. And of course, a Curse and a Midnight Wind or something like that. It's always handy to use just to keep them all weak. Now they're losing armor and melee attack. And here comes another Carnosaur ready to go after some Outriders. I'm trying to get rid of them. That Blessed Carnosaur is pretty tough. They've got some Imperial Knights. It'll be time to use a Comet of Costandora on top of them just to kill some more of them. And here comes my Dread Saurian. So, what happened here? We used magic. We're just too strong. Physically, we have too much. Look at my weapon strength over here for my basic Saurus warriors. 57 weapon strength. My armor, 66. Not that great, but very high leadership. We don't break. We don't break. And again, those are just my cheaper units. Nakai's at 65 kills. We're at 32 for Tippin's Wrath. 273 for Tippin. For my Dread Saurian, we're at 22, so not nearly as many. We're good for drawing out enemy attacks. Here comes more of them now. And Archlector is not giving up. Back here is where I saw that they had a lot of artillery, and I just mean so very much. And I was wondering, would a Storm of Sri Lanka easily damage them? I was shocked they were able to get these shots, but I guess they were able to arc them just well enough. There's another Comet of Costandora hitting some knights, but it didn't actually kill as many as I thought it would. Maybe a Uranus Thunderbolt would have been better, but yeah, these knights were fairly dense. It didn't fall and die like I was hoping. But we've hit most of their units. The goal is to always engage. You want to over-engage as the Lizardmen. You want to hit them everywhere, all the time, every moment. You don't want any of them to live. So we end up just breaking what they have here. Ooh, they have the White Wolves. In my Markus campaign, they're called the Lustrian Trackers. They're very good. 44 missile damage, which is very low unless you have Markus leading. So now we just get to finish off some of these knights. Let's hit Carnosaurs. And pretty soon we're going to use a Summer Shalanko on that artillery. But for now, we just get to punch through everyone. Earthshaker cohort. We're looking at that Shield Captain Nocto, who's at 94 kills. Shield Captain Nocto is fantastic to have. He's just nice to have because you can use him to take down large units. Because Carnosaurs are meant to take down larger units, and they do a great job at it. They're apex predators, and they're good at that. It's funny, we keep getting newer and newer and bigger apex predators, but the Carnosaur is much more fragile. We have a lot of units over here that are all grouped up. And we have the General of the Empire, who's currently on his own. Get back, ye beast! Nope. Not getting back. We're not doing that. We summoned in more units now to distract more of them. It's just a messy battle. That Archlector had no kills at all. Icer Tippin's at 334 for kills. And now we're pushing back here to go after the rest of their units. A few of them move away, trying to make it back. I feel bad for them. I nearly feel bad for them, but they're just good food. You can't feel bad for your food. That's just kind of weird. And now it's time to see what we can do to that group of artillery. See, full health. Now let's check out what happens to it. When I bring in a Storm of Sholanka, hitting a lot of their crews. It doesn't even kill them. It's a great distraction. These violent storms seem to be doing something, though. Look at that. That was all that we needed. We won. Some groups were nearly completely wiped out. The battle's over, though. A close victory for us. I mean, that was actually fairly tough. It was largely their artillery towards at the very end who got a lot of kills, but I couldn't reach them. They were so far back, so it was actually a pretty good defense for them, despite my complete obliteration of their units. No, they had a pretty good garrison, but now we've conquered it. So what I can do there, to keep myself alive, I can move back over here to go replenish. Oh, you still have your army? Really? It's a shame that you can't replenish. I wish they could because you only get one every so often. But anyway, now we get to heal up over here. We completely took him out. So now when he comes by, he's got a big old army to fight. We've got Glyphs of Defiance still up. It should always be up. Or is it not up? Yeah, 5 turns left. It's kind of a small little area for that. We still haven't gotten Kalara. Is she in his army? Yeah. Okay, so now they're all taking turns getting killed with him. Markus is only 12. He's got a pretty elite force. Impossible. And I've got what armies to move? Do I have anyone to move? No, I think we're done. We're done for now. When we're back, we'll have some new battles. We'll need to fight Markus. We'll take Lonwood Peck. We'll take Laxland over here. And then we'll finally get everyone. And we'll begin to move up north. We've got to conquer until we hit the Fallen Gates. We've got to conquer every location. Then after that, we can do the final battle. So you know our third act. You know what our climax will look like. Gross. And as always, until then, everyone, thank you for watching.